On the Move presents current, relevant news and topics of interest about and for people with disabilities. Today, our On the Move host, Donna Yeager, will talk with Kim Carson about the wonders of the most current, innovative prosthetic limbs. Please welcome Kim Carson with our host, Donna Yeager.
Hi, I'm Donna Yeager with On the Move, and I'd like to welcome our very special guest and friend, Kim Carson.
Well, thank you, Donna. It's always fun to be here.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, Kim, we have another thing in common. You and I recently have been working with Jim Kaywood. And tell us a little bit about your activities with Jim.
Well, I've been here before with a different prosthetic. This is the latest and greatest, that for me anyway. And it was a year to get an approval with the insurance, but the insurance finally came through and provided me with this bionic hand.
Fantastic. Yes. And you told me about Jim, and I got to meet with him, and it was amazing. He met with me a couple times, and this is how this came to be.
Well, he's very creative, and he's good at trying to help people find things that can help. And he is actually the top in his field for people with arms and hands. And very rare.
Yeah. How many years have you known him?
I think I've known him since I was about 10, so many, many years. And he has built arms for me as I grew and as I went to elementary school and junior high and high school. And
that's fantastic.
So one of my favorite stories is that when I went to the prom and I had a lot of straps that held my arm at the time on, and I said, I want to wear a dress without straps, and he said, well, this is how you do it.
Oh, wow.
So he's pretty creative.
That is very creative. Wow. Amazing. Well, actually, Jim is very good at doing the actual physical programming of the arm, and it's very involved. A lot of detail when the arm has to be programmed, and so there's a lot involved, and it takes a lot of tweaking between I guess every person is different, and so so the need that I have, because the arm is a little too heavy to attach to my shoulder, we actually have it mounted on the wheelchair, which is great. So, but in your case, your arm is it's not too heavy?
Well, in my case, this is much heavier than what I'm used to, but it is very functional. The way it works is that it opens and closes, and there's two functions with the thumb at this position.
Wow.
And then if I move the thumb, then I have another two different grips. Got to wait for the beep. Very high tech. There we go. And then it's a different grip here. There are many, many different grips that I can choose from. They're all on the computer. It's run by Bluetooth, which I haven't gotten that far. I've really only worn it a couple of times. But I'm very excited about getting familiar with it, having it being part of my day-to-day activities.
You know, you can keep that position when you go in the Women's March. Right on. Put you on a whip.
So it does have a wrist, so I can bend forward and back, and I can also twist. But mine is manual, unlike yours. Yours is motorized.
I'm going to show that later.
Yeah. So everybody always asks, how is it controlled? Is it connected to my body, or is it run by muscle? So it is all muscle related. So there's a sensor on this side and a sensor on this side, and depending on whether I bend forward or back is whether it opens or closes.
Cool. Awesome. Well, also, Jim brought with him, I guess it was the third time that we met, he brought a suitcase or a briefcase kind of gadget with all kinds of accoutrements inside. Really amazing things in his bag of tricks, I should say. Anyway, but he really the functionality of the arm is amazing with the capabilities that it has. And speaking of functionality, yours is amazing too.
It is a lot of fun. It does have a glove that I have an option to have it look like a hand, but because people have known me my whole life and are very excited for me, everybody wants to know how it works. And if I had a glove on it, I wouldn't be able to explain it as well.
Right. Well, and I also wanted to mention your family is amazing, and they are so loving, and they're so proud of you, and to be able to have this arm is wonderful. And I just wanted to show the phenomenal picture that you guys take every year. You have a group shot of the whole family. You go out and cut a Christmas tree.
We do. We go to the Santa Cruz Mountains. Cut one down.
Oh, it's wonderful.
This is the latest and greatest photo.
Oh, it's awesome. That is so great. I love that. So neat. Oh, and you even have all the puppy dogs in there.
We do. We have several puppies at home these days.
Yeah.
So
amazing. Wonderful.
Animals, kids. The works.
Yeah, exactly. And then also, when Jim was there at the house, he had the gadget. It's like a little touchpad that he put on my control box, so that I'm able to operate the wrist rotation and the open and close of the hook and all kinds of different gadgets. It's amazing. All the things that it does. It's really cool. But anyway, we're looking at Jim actually mounting the buttons on my wheelchair so that I can operate it with my toes. And then the next picture is the actual the gadget in detail. They kind of focused in on it so that you could see the touchpad. So that's really neat. We'll see that in a minute. Anyway, but the like I said, the functionality of the arm is really incredible. With just and I mean, you already have noticed, right? A lot of
well, there's a lot of things that I can do. There's a lot of things that I have to do differently, which is not as easy. So it's retraining my brain to work my muscles, to work the hand.
Right.
That will be really good.
Yeah, cool. That's right. Okay, here we go. This is the actual little buttons that I push with my toes, and there's like I said, wrist rotation, and you can open and close the hand, and then you can also move the arm up and down. Haven't gotten that one very well yet. I'm wounding myself.
Lots of practice.
Yeah, practice makes practice. Anyway, so and we're gonna tweak it, I think, and make it slow down a little for that one, because I don't want to mortally wound anyone. But anyway, and this is really neat. The like I said, the attaché case or the briefcase that Jim brings with him has all different size hands and different different types. They have a little kid size and an adult male size, and but anyway, I wanted to a minute ago the one with the glove, the skin colored one, is the one that you also have.
Right.
But it's so interesting to look at the way the hand works. We don't want to put that on.
Well, the glove does protect it,
right.
because I don't want to be out in the rain or washing dishes or doing something that might not be so good for it.
Oh, yeah.
But in the meantime, until everybody has a chance to see it uncovered, which has really been a lot of fun.
When you're indoors, it's okay.
That's right.
No chance of electrocution.
Well,
I hate when that happens. But anyway, it is really amazing, and But I really like the idea that a little child would be able to use it too.
There are many, many choices,
Yeah.
and more and more every day.
Wow.
You know, and again, Jim has done enough of these that he's known me long enough to know what would be the best functionality for me. So I didn't have as many choices as you did, because he said, no, I think this one is good for you. And
Right.
I just had a choice of a small hand or a little bit larger. I said, let's go a little smaller.
Exactly. And the fact that, well, why don't you go ahead and show us a little bit how it works
So
again.
this is open.
Right.
The beep changes it so that it's a little bit of a different grip.
Wow.
And then back. I did have a little bit of a malfunction, and I bent a pin the first time I went driving. So it is not perfect yet, but as soon as I learn to use it, it'll get much better.
It's getting there. That's right. And actually, the hand that the hook that I use, Jim was amazing, and he designed a plate where I can hold the arm, hold the plate with the arm, with the hand, and he attached a cup to it so that I can drink and eat at the same time.
Eat,
and
drink, and be merry.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm usually pretty merry. That's what I think. Anyway, but it's really cool because I'm able to actually have it wherever I go, instead of going back and forth to the dining room table or whatever. I can kind of have eat and drink on the go, on the move.
On the move.
So, but it was really neat how he designed it, because the arm, the hand holds on to that little black bracket thingy in the middle there, and it holds the plate and holds the cup in place. It's really cool. Really a neat idea, neat concept.
Very nice.
Yeah. And the knuckles, the bending. Well, we were gonna. There we go. The knuckle itself in the little finger area is just so amazing, because it's so intricate, and the way it bends.
It's
wow.
It's very, very realistic. And once I get familiar with more of the functions and the choices, it can only get better.
Exactly. So true. Well put. And so this arm here is very functional, because I would prefer the simplest, so that I can't get in too much trouble, because I think that would be a little too complicated for me. But I just like I think I'm gonna do my demo here. I'll do it quickly. But okay, so just by pushing these buttons, what am I gonna do? Oh, there we go. It opens up the finger there. Pushing this button, whoop, closes it. And it closes pretty tight, actually. So you don't want to be putting your finger in there, because it would hurt. Okay, now, oop, don't want that one. I think we want that one. Oh, there's the wrist rotation. Cool. And you could do all kinds of things. I thought if I turn it this way, I could hold my purse.
Yes, you can.
There you go.
See, yours is automatic. Mine's manual.
Yeah. Okay, now this one, I think there, so you get a better angle to see how the fingers actually open all the way. Whee! Too much fun. Anyway, okay. Enough of playing, Donna. So, but I did want to mention that Jim's, he goes all over the Bay Area, really. And I don't know if there are any other companies or organizations that do this, but he's an amazing person. He really is a very he's kind person, and he's really, because he's so knowledgeable, he's he's really great. He's great at what he does.
Well, I know he works out of several Northern California offices. I'm not sure of his reach as far as geographically. I'm
well,
not
we know
sure.
he can go to Palo Alto or San Jose.
Yep.
So, that's pretty wide range for me anyway. So, but yeah, he is really a wonderful person, and he's really good at deciding what might be a good possibility for
Well,
one
he has
particular
many years of experience and has seen what works and what doesn't work.
Right.
And, you know, in addition, what we will use and not use, because many years ago he built some arms for me that were just so big and clunky that I wouldn't wear them. And they weren't functional, so they didn't help.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's a specialist in his field.
Definitely. And inside the little elbow area, it has a charging port where you can actually plug in the charger because, you know, after you use it all day, it gets pretty tired.
Batteries run down.
It gets really tired, actually. And so in my case, I'm having so much fun experimenting with it, I have to charge it twice a day. So I better slow down on that, huh? So, but anyway, it is a lot of fun, but I think we should mention the phone number for Jim.
Well, I know he works out of several offices, but one of the offices I know he can be reached, and he gets messages from his staff at 650-560-9434.
Very good. And we'll mention that phone number in a couple of minutes again, but just so that we, you know, people need to get a pen and paper. So, but yeah, he's busy all the time. That's for sure.
He is a very busy guy.
Mm-hmm. And he wants to come to the studio, and we'll let him the next time he's available. But he was just so busy. But we'll definitely invite him back.
That would be fun.
Yeah. So, and the elbow, like I said, we need to tweak it a little bit. So we have a picture of Jim doing his little computer program on his laptop, and it was so cool because the actual movement of the arm was the same movement that it was doing on the laptop. So it was really cool to watch that. And as I pushed the elbow up button, it was going up at the same time on the computer. Like, that is so cool. But I didn't want to wound anyone, so I don't think I'm going to show that one. I like you entirely too much, Kim.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I don't want to hurt you.
Well, I have an on-off button as well. So if I want to save my battery, and if I'm out and about and I'm not going to be using it a lot, I can turn it off.
Oh, good.
Battery saving mode. Because I also have a port.
Oh my God.
For charging, because anything robotic needs some power.
Yeah. Cool.
So
very good. I like that. I like it. Well, I think what we want to do is if you could give us one more demo, maybe. There we go. Ooh.
Again, I've operator error. I bent a little pin, so it's not even like it should be. But
oh, cool.
This the grip.
So could you hold that piece of paper with it?
The picture?
Yeah.
I can.
Oh wow.
I have full disclosure. I have broken my iPhone screen so far.
No.
I think that was day 2.
Oh really?
Because of it was operator error, not the arm. So when I dropped it, it broke.
Oh, no.
But practice makes perfect. So
wow.
Thank goodness it was just once.
Yeah. And we won't do that again.
It was a very expensive lesson, but yes.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That's amazing. Well, let's talk about, so what was the actual process, though, that you went through? You met with them at a location in San Jose.
At one of their locations, he did a casting, and he took the casting with him, and I think he came back with the final product. He had to adjust the sensors.
Oh, okay.
And that's pretty much been about it. He's very good at what he does. He's very efficient, and
that's great.
there's not a lot of.
Oh my God.
In my case, it's a much simpler process.
Yeah, right.
So,
and I'm still learning, what we can do with the arm too. So, and actually, speaking of arms, this arm on the front, in front of the table, that is an arm that NASA helped produce for me, or they gave it to me, and that was, boy, I think I was only like 9 or 10 years old when I first received that. Maybe it was about 12, but anyway, I had to use a heck of a lot of ingenuity to do those itty bitty switches on the top there.
well, I think you told me that you would use your mouth, right? To
Well, they
control the
wanted
arm?
me to, but I like to talk too much. So I actually had tiny little toesies at the time. So I did that with my toes. I did all the little intricate buttons, but they're tiny. Oh my gosh, they're very sensitive. And back in the 70s, it kept blowing fuses. So it wasn't really too practical in school to use it too often, but it was fun. Definitely a conversation piece.
I guess so. And I think things have gotten quite a bit smaller over the years.
Oh yeah, that thing is huge. But my friend Jerry, actually, Jerry LeBonville, he has been the keeper of the arm for me because, actually he got it going again, and his company does a lot more advanced things. But that's actually how I met him, because he saw the On the Move show and saw the video of us, doing the arm. And he's like, "Hey, I want to get involved." So I'm not the responsible person for why he became doing robotics with his companies, but he really loves it. He's always loved it, and so he's doing that today in a lot more detailed way. This is like the beginning of it. So, but anyway, and so we're very very thankful for all of our wonderful volunteers, and Jerry is one of them that I've known for many, many years. Wow. I'm thinking like 20.
Good staff.
Yeah, 25 years. So anyway, but it's wonderful how you meet people,
Yes, it is.
You never know. And actually, speaking of which, Jim and I have a mutual friend, John Dolmeyer, and I guess he worked with John because he's a triple amputee, and he's, Jim would ask him to go to the hospital and help him with a newly injured person that either lost an arm or possibly lost a leg, and so he would come in and talk with them and kind of give them a little pep talk,
Yeah.
It's going to be okay,
Well, the support system's important.
Oh yeah. So, but that was that's really neat that John and Jim were able to kind of go around and help people. So we enjoy doing that, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. And you're darn good at it too. So actually, I want to ask you the phone number again, please.
The phone number for one of the
Jim, right.
hangar offices
Right.
for Jim Kaywood is 650-560-9434.
Okay, cool. And if you just call them and leave a message for Jim, they'll give him the message, because 98% of the time he's on the road helping people and going from one, appointment to the next. So,
Well, he has a mobile van,
right,
with all his supplies.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is how I reconnected with him. Was there aren't many
No.
specialists who can do what he can do.
Right, exactly. So, but he will get the message, and you know, or one of the people at that location will call. But we are very thankful for Jim.
Yes, we are.
He's amazing.
We told him no retirement in his future.
Exactly, right. Well, Kim, I want to thank you so very much for joining us.
Well, thank you, Donna. It's always fun.
Thank you. And thank you so very much for joining us. Until next time, I'm Donna Yeager with On the Move. Have a wonderful day.
If you see us in your businesses or see us on TV, don't be surprised, because you'll see us there again. And again. Because we're showing our abilities and building self-esteem. We're going places that we've never been.
Hey, we're on the move to make this world a better place. We're on the move, we're striking out to set the pace. We all can choose to make a difference. Our time is overdue. If we collect our dreams, take them on the move. We're on the move to make this world a better place. We're on the move, we're striking out to set the pace. We all can choose to make a difference. Our time is overdue. If we collect our dreams, take them on the move. If we collect our dreams, take them on the move. So let's pick up our dreams, take them on the move.